Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I am Lena Lassiter. For those of you who do not know me, I am the founder and president of Forever Healed, and we are a nonprofit. And what we do is we help individuals who are suffering from a loss of any kind. We help them to restore, reclaim, and just heal from any loss that they're suffering from. I'm also an advanced grief recovery method specialist. I have my master's in human services counseling with a cognate in trauma and PTSD. We are also humble partners with the Richmond Police Department Victim Witness Program and the Sheriff's Office. We also train the estate resolution teams in corporate America on empathy and grief. So, welcome to all of you who join me, twice a month. For those of you who are going to watch the replay, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. So, tonight we are going to be talking about grief and loss associated with mass shootings. Grief and loss associated with mass shootings. So, for those of you who are joining me, you know what to do. Send some love. Let me know that you are watching. So, we were asked to talk about grief and loss associated with the mass shootings. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight, just to check in to see how you guys are doing. Hey, Tanya, how's it going? How you doing tonight? Thank you for joining me. So we want to check in with all of you to see how you're doing through all of this. So you may be struggling to understand why the mass shootings have occurred and why such terrible things continue to happen. And you know what? There may never be a satisfactory response to any of these questions. However, what I would like to do tonight, again, check in on you guys, see how you are doing, and to provide some tips on how you can get through the grieving process as a result of just all the crisis that's going on in the world currently. So again, let me know that you're here, that you have joined in. And again, interactive. You can stop me at any time to ask questions. I kind of want to jump in and out tonight, just give you some quick tips on how to deal with this. Again, let you guys know that we hear you. Thank you for the topics. So let's talk about it. So again, the mass shootings, trying to understand, wrap our head around, right? How do these things keep happening? Why are they happening? And as a result, you may have fear around going out in public places or allowing your children to even go to school now. Some people have described it to me as they feel like they have lost their safety net. They feel like their safety nets have been stripped away. And what do I mean by that? Well, some people had a safety net in going into the church or the grocery store, right? Or their kids going to school. And now some of these places are targeted. So they feel as though, okay, gosh, these are the places where I felt safe. And now I don't feel safe even going into these places anymore, let alone trying to go to some fireworks on 4th of July or to graduations or cookouts. I just have this fear, Lena, of my safety being stripped away. You may find that you're having trouble sleeping or concentrating or eating, remembering even simple tasks. And I want you to understand that these are common grief responses and they should diminish over time. So for those of you who are just joining in, I see that you're popping on. We're talking about grief associated with mass shootings and how some individuals have described it to me as if they feel like they have lost their sense of security, right? Security in going to the grocery store, security in sending their kids to school, security in going to places where they normally feel comfortable and secure. Let's see, I have a question. I think more people are starting to use the home delivery services that are being offered. Tanya, that's true, because there's this fear of even going out in public now. So I'm just going to isolate myself and I'm going to use these home delivery resources. And I'm just going to stay inside. right? So again, you may find yourself having trouble sleeping or concentrating, eating, or again, even remembering something simple, right? The name of a street. And these are common grief responses. And again, they should diminish over time. So, what do we do? What do we do? So, you guys know I've said this, and I will continue to say this, is that we have to talk about it. We have to talk about it, number one, right? So we have to ask for support from people who care about us and who will listen to our concerns. And if you are someone who, again, I'm not comfortable maybe talking to my friends or my family, or I'm not comfortable going to a group, again, a group setting to talk about my feelings, that's okay. Because in this world right now, there are virtual support groups that you can join, and you don't even have to give your identity. So you can be anonymous, but still share your feelings. So what that looks like to you and how you accomplish that, I just need you to talk about it. I need you to receive the support and care that you need, because it can be comforting and reassuring, and it often helps us to speak with others who have also shared in some of our experiences, right? Just to know that, gosh, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. So talk about it. The second thing that we need to do is to seek an optimistic viewpoint. Well, gosh, Lena, how do I do that, right? In the midst of all this negativity, right? And these traumatic events. So when a tragedy occurs, it's easy for us to become overwhelmed, inundated, and have a negative or pessimistic outlook. So we have to also seek the good that's going on in the world, or things that encourage us, or things that inspire us. We have to be intentional with seeking those things out as well. There has to be a healthy balance. There has to be a healthy balance. And then number three, take a news and social media break. Take a break. And I said this before during the pandemic, and someone said to me, "Well, that's hard to do. It's challenging not to look at the news or take a social media break." It's really not. You just get up and just don't turn on your TV. And I'm not trying to be sarcastic when I say that, but you just don't turn on your TV. Yeah, I know you have your phone, and I have this news thing that flashes on my phone all the time, but I don't click on it. You don't have to click on it. It is important to keep informed, right? To understand what's happening. But what I'm saying is just try to limit the amount of news that you take in, whether it's from the internet, whether it's from the television, newspapers, or magazine, because we have to guard our hearts from exposure to these negative outlets. So just take a break. So if that break is you normally check every news report to come on your phone, watch the news in the morning, watch it at night. Don't watch it at night before you go to sleep. Or again, just don't check the news streams that are coming, through your phone. So there's our ways that you can limit that. And then the fourth thing that I want us to do is to honor our feelings. Honor your feelings. Remember that it's common to have a range of emotions after hearing about traumatic events and these shootings, and you may experience intense stress similar to a physical loss. So did you guys know that you can even have like pains and aches in your body as a result of emotional stressors? Yeah, your body can ache, and you can feel tired and weak and fatigued. And this is what happens when we're just bombarded with all of this negative news, right? All the time. Yes, it's happening. It has happened. But again, we have to have that balance. And then number 5, I need you to take care of yourselves. Take care of yourself. Okay, what does that mean, Lena? Engage in healthy behaviors. Enhance your ability to cope with excessive stress. So that may be eating a well balanced meal. That may be getting plenty of rest. That may be physical activity. That may be just going and sitting with nature. Just go sit by some water, or go sit in a park. But take care of yourself. And then establish or reestablish routines. Again, eat meals at regular times, right? And then follow an exercise program. And if you're having trouble sleeping, I want you to try some relaxation techniques, such as deep breathing. And you can Google those. They have so many apps to help you with to kind of focus in on your breathing. It can be meditation, it can be prayer, whatever that is to you. Take some time to do that to help with your sleeping habits. I see some of you have jumped on. Tonight, we're talking about grief as it relates to the mass shootings and people feeling like they have lost their sense of safety. So, we're just giving tips tonight on how we can maneuver through that. And this is also a check in. I want to see how all of you are doing. Hi, Miss Pat. Good evening. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. So, just real quick, for those of you who had just jumped in and watching the replay, number one, we're going to talk about how we feel, whether that's with a single individual, in a group setting, or a virtual support setting. Two, we're going to seek an optimistic viewpoint. There has to be a balance in the negative news that we're hearing, but there's also so many great things that are happening around the world. So we have to have a balance. We're going to take a break from the news and social media. Even if you have to cut it back 50%, I just want you to take a break from the news and social media. Number four, we're going to honor our feelings. Remember that it's common to have just a range of emotions when we keep hearing about these traumatic events, okay? And then five, we're going to take care of ourselves. We're going to eat healthy. We're going to exercise. We're going to try to get plenty of sleep. The last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is take small steps. Take small steps. So you can start by attending small functions. And then as you feel comfortable, you can move on to larger events. That way it trains your mind, right? I went to this event, nothing happened, I'm good. And then your faith is starting to be restored and pushing that fear out. And for those of us who are believers, I can't get off without saying this. Remember this. Blessed are those who trust in the Lord and have made the Lord their hope and confidence. So we have to have that focus. Ask God to gently pick our heads up so that we can still see his goodness through it all, and that we can trust in him and have confidence in him. Because remember, fear comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Fear is paralyzing, and it robs us of our faith, and it distracts us from our purpose. So we cannot allow what's going on to strip away our faith. Miss Pat says, amen. Amen. All right. So again, I told you guys I was going to just jump on and off real quick tonight. I just wanted to get in front of you, speak on this topic that we were asked to speak on. For those of you who have said, I feel like I've just lost, I'm grieving my sense of safety. I'm grieving my sense of safety. So I wanted to come on tonight and just encourage you and inspire you. And again, just bring you some hope. If you want to reach out to me directly about your isolated, feelings and what you're dealing with during this time, you can reach out to me at foreverheal.com. So reach out to us and we will get back to you as quickly as possible. Are there any questions tonight before I hop off? I do want to afford you the opportunity to ask any questions about however you're feeling about the mass shootings. Are there any additional comments before we sign off tonight? All right. It doesn't look like it. So again, I want to thank everybody who joined me tonight and who supports us every time we come out here on Mondays. Remember to like and share this video. If there are others that you feel who could benefit from it, again, do us a favor and please share it. We love you, and I just want you guys to have peaceful rest tonight. Again, I hope that you feel inspired, that you are motivated. And we will be talking with you soon. We have some great topics for the remainder of the year, and I will be leaking some of the topics by the end of the week. So keep following. Have a great night, everybody. I love you. Take care of yourselves. Be well.